group of Ukrainians has already reached Haridwar. The spiritual leader has invited all of them to visit Haridwar and experience the Kumbh Mela.
They start giving the fragrance. So all particles of the body start enjoying.
They live in tents, eat basic vegetarian food. Some miss watching their favorite football matches as there are no televisions at the camp. Yet, they don't complain. Cultural performances keep the visitors and inmates of the camp entertained throughout the evening. Sati Mata and her friend Parashakti Ma are discovering peace and tranquility in the middle of the loud, noisy and massively crowded Kumbh Mela. Parashakti Ma's earlier name was Polina Baudko. She was a practicing psychiatrist from Texas, USA.
In Kiev, I met Sati Mataji, and she mentioned about Kumbh Mela. And Kumbh Mela is gathering of the great souls, and the collective conscious here is amazing. It's like anything can possibly happening in here. You can meet like saints or gods in bodies you don't expect, and it's like can transform really my life.
Thousands of miles away from Texas, the Kumbh Mela in India is Polina's moment of truth. She is getting initiation or Diksha at the Kumbh Mela camp. Pilot Baba is hand-holding his disciples through a completely new experience in their lives.
Human mind is tricky. We can do anything. It is very hard for Europeans to completely surrender to the Guru. It is easy to do, yet difficult. When we did Diksha, we just followed Babaji's instructions. When you surrender, you get a new meaning of life.
Everybody is so in love with India, because India probably has like so much energy, like there was like so many saints and sadhu who prayed, and it's like energy here. It's like everywhere, you know. And for some people who prefer to see like dirt and poor, it's like this everything comes from inside. We already know that's like whatever we have vision, it's like a direct mirror. Whatever like we have inside, we seeing outside, you know.
Living life to the fullest is the essence of Kumbh Mela. Being a Naga sadhu, doing rituals, taking Diksha, a dip in the Ganges. The underlying commonality is living a complete life. The one time when this feeling gets expressed in its true fervor is Holi, the festival of colors. Today is Holi. Indians all over the world celebrate this festival of colors. This is that one day when castes, inequalities and hierarchies are given a break. it's time to unwind. Kumbh Mela was an ideal platform for spreading the message of India's freedom movement. The leaders of the freedom movement effectively utilized Kumbh Mela in spreading their message, as well as inspire a generation in the peaceful agitation against the British. The great freedom fighter Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi visited 3 Kumbh Melas and generated mass political support for freedom.
It was in 1915 when Gandhi came to Haridwar. He met Swami Shraddhanand. Gandhi has mentioned in his writings that Swami Shraddhanand, he felicitated Gandhi by saying Mahatma. And from then on, word Mahatma was attached to Gandhi and he was known worldwide as Mahatma Gandhi.
It must be a coincidence that Haridwar hosted a religious revival when Adi Shankaracharya redefined the scope of religion within the state. And 1,000 years later, the river Ganges was witnessing another movement taking shape. This time against the politically and militarily mighty British Empire. 3 years prior to India gaining independence, the British government decided to ban Kumbh Mela at Haridwar. This fueled widespread protests and intensified the freedom struggle. The churning of the ocean, as described in mythology, might well have been a metaphor for humanity's undying desire for knowledge and wisdom.
At that time, the nectar was in the river. But now, many learned people, when they recite Bhagavat, when the message is of Upanishad, when they conduct the big yagyas, ras leelas, pravachans, so all this nectar goes in the mind of the public.
During Kumbh Mela, Haridwar becomes an open university. It becomes an informal platform for education. The visitors attend many spiritual and philosophical discourses and get a taste of the rich heritage of the civilization.
People can lead a pious and good life, and if the society is gaining the message of simple life, to serve the people, to help the disabled, to establish the institution for the service, then I think this is the nectar, and which is given by 1,000 people and taken by crores people.
One of the most spectacular rituals that mark the end of days at Haridwar is the Ganga Aarti, or worship of Ganges, at Har Ki Paidi. Every evening, many thousands wait in anticipation to join the prayers and offerings. Sati Mata and her husband are experiencing their first Aarti since their arrival at Kumbh. They have been waiting for this moment ever since they arrived in Haridwar.
удивительно тем, что
The wonderful thing about the Aarti of the Ganges is that it purifies you of all your sins and evil deeds. God, without discrimination, has allowed everyone to come to the Ganges and purify their sins. The Ganges doesn't depend on any occasion. It is always pure and can energize you anytime you come here. And it always gives its love and blessings to anyone who comes to take a holy dip.
ходит окунуться в нее.
People who come to the banks of the Ganges for worship look wonderful. They are full of love. They are full of gratefulness for the God, Ganges, and for Shiva. Wonderful communication complements you with the understanding that world is one. But Ganga is wonderful, how she loves everybody and how she cares for everybody.
Kumbh Mela is coming to a close. Today is the most auspicious day of this 3-month-long spiritual carnival. 15 million people are converging in Haridwar for this occasion. Everyone to take a dip in the Ganges.
The Kumbh Mela is a celebration where this human cry transforms into human smile. They come here to forget the pain they are suffering in their daily life, and they come, they take a bath in the holy river Ganges. After that, they do the darshan in the temple. They go to the divine masters, saints and sadhus. They get blessings and they feel joy and they start to smile, and this smile transforms their life.
1,000 years since Adi Shankaracharya defined the religion's core structure and made faith independent of state patronage, the new form of state, that of the 21st century, is now an enabler and a facilitator.
जब दलाई लामा जी आए थे कुंभ में, उन्होंने कहा कि जो शांति है, जो सुख है, जो अहिंसा है, वो इस धरती पर है. पूरी दुनिया में सुख और शांति का कोई पर्व कहा जा सकता है तो वो कुंभ कहा जा सकता है. और इसलिए जो ये हरिद्वार कुंभ जिस तरीके से हुआ, विश्व शांति और कल्याण का सबसे बड़ा मंत्र स्थापित हुआ है.
Months of meticulous planning and foolproof execution prevented any act of terrorism. The state administration, along with the supreme body of religion and people of Haridwar, made sure that the Mela was a joyous experience for the millions of visitors. Parashakti is going back to be with her family in Texas, with the hope her heavenly Kumbh experience will make their family bonding stronger and life more meaningful.
My feeling about Kumbh Mela, about India, and about Babaji, and hopefully I can get my husband and my son to meet Babaji in Kiev, in Ukraine, and I believe it. I 100% know as soon as they would be under, like when they would meet with him, there is no way back. Yeah, but it's just like for me to getting them to meet Babaji.
ताना ताना दे रे ना